Hey, is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horses sing on there.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
Stand on the pavement, stare down the dusty trail. Wonder how far you could walk till the light fails. Stand at the crossroads, stare down the empty streets, wondering which way your head should direct your feet. Stand by the hope chest, open the secret drawer, stand with your brass key, stare at the row of locked doors. Or stay on the merry-go-round, stay buckled in so you can't leave the ground. Cling to that horse till they shut the thing down, and go round and around and around. Check with your family, check with your horoscope, tie on a flashlight, tie on an extra rope, take a few deep breaths, think through the plans you made, take off the training wheels, try not to be afraid, go for a test run, go home and think some more, go into hiding, curl in a ball on the floor, or stay on the merry-go-round, stay buckled in so you can't leave the ground, cling to that horse till they shut the thing down, and go round and around and around, spinning in circles, the motion intoxicates, let yourself sink in your seat, 'cause moving is better than standing there, isn't it? You're doing something concrete. You're riding a merry-go-round, stay buckled in so you can't leave the ground, cling to that horse till they shut the thing down, and go round and around and around. Stay on the merry-go-round, shut your eyes tight so you can't look around, cling to that horse even when it shuts down, and go round and around and around, go around 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 and around and around.
All right. The show is Horses Sing None of It. My name is Ralph Litwin, and our guest is Elaine Romanelli.
Hi there, Ralph.
Hi, Elaine. Welcome to the show.
Thanks very much. It's my pleasure to be here.
That was a great song.
Well, thanks.
Want to tell us about it?
Golly, well, I write a lot about those places of indecision or crossroads, or where it's not clear what's next, I guess, and I think that that's one of those songs. Maybe everyone else has everything laid out and it all goes perfectly, but I find that often you really get to a place where you're really not sure where to go or what to do, or you feel stuck in your head even if the choices are obvious to someone else. So that's a feeling that resonates strongly for me, and I think it resonates for other people too, because sometimes people will come up to me and say, that is my life. And on the one hand, I'm happy they identify with the song, and the other, I'm sorry that they're stuck in that place. So that's that song. I could tell you a story about another song if you'd like,
Sure.
coming up. So I've lived a lot of places, and I have many homes, I would say. Often when people say, where are you from, I stutter or I pause because I'm from more than one place. And what I find is that I really have left pieces of myself in all of those places, and I feel a tug between them. And so I wrote a song that's got elements of that, you know, that when you're in a place, you're so happy to be there, but there are challenges for being there, and then there's yearning to be in another place. And it's through the eyes of a hawk, which I hadn't done before. And actually, Jonathan Bird inspired me to do that. I heard his song from the perspective of an oak tree, and I thought, well, that's interesting. Let's anthropomorphize a little. So, Jonathan Bird, if you're out there, thanks for the inspiration for this. And then Chris Fuller of the Jack Hardy Song Group, when I was stuck, said, well, why don't you write about this? And he held up a quarter. And on the back of the quarter was a bird. And so I think that those things, sometimes you have a couple ideas and no clear direction or clear inspiration, and then you go to sleep, and in your subconscious, a delicious bouillabaisse is formed, and you wake up with something worthy of writing down and sharing. So that's my story about the next song. I would love to play it for you.
I'd love to hear it.
All right, here we go. This is called Red Tail. This ledge is plenty big enough. We'll be fine for a while until they grow. Until they grow. But the hunting is harder without him. How could he know? How could he know? He soared through the open sky. Now he's gone and we don't know why. These canyon walls are deceptive, dark and smooth underfoot, the surface sheer. And the echoes confound me. Any way you turn, it's hard to hear. It's hard to hear. I will adapt by and by, but I long for the open sky. Summers past, undulating fields and century stones. Take me there, updraft of warmer air, home to rest my hollow bones. For now this city suffices. I can manage here alone. Here alone. And we have almost made it through this toughest of times on our own. On our own. As soon as the weather turns dry, we'll ascend to the open sky. Grow up, my babies, and fly. Let me show you the wide open sky. Thank you very much. Oh, shucks.
All right.
All right. So, Ralph, do I get to ask you questions?
Sure, why not?
Sure. So, I would like to know, I don't know, a particularly quirky episode that you had that sticks out in your mind for the years that you've been doing it? That'd be fun to rewatch, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? What do you think?
Particularly quirky episode.
Quirky. I bet you there have been some quirky folk coming through the
Yes,
studio.
we had the
Among the quirky.
xylofolks.
The z-
It was a
the xylofolks?
xylophone
A
Yeah.
xylophone folk.
ragtime band where the characters dressed up in animal costumes.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! That is fantastic. All right, everyone. Googler alerts. Warm up your fingers, get out your computers, and try to find that episode. Xylofolk dressed in animal costumes. Are they like big plush, like stuffed animal costumes, or like?
They're full body animal costumes. And their music is really crazy.
Is it? I
Very
can't
lively.
imagine why it might be with that kind of getup. Wow, how do they have paws on?
Yep.
With paws.
With
They're
paws.
playing the xylophone in full animal suits with paws, so they're kind of mittened as they. Were they well coordinated, or did it
Yes.
just? Wow. That, you know what that should be on? One of those talent TV shows that's on now. That would probably go over well. Wow. That. I don't know what I thought you'd come up with, but I didn't anticipate anything quite so fantastic. Thank you for sharing that. That's pretty wonderful. I don't think I'm going to go get an animal suit, though. I might play you another song, if that's okay.
Sure, we should tell folks how they can find out more information about your recording.
Oh, absolutely. You can find more about me and anything I've recorded at my website, ElaineRomanelli.com. ElaineRomanelli.com. So yes, there are photos and videos and news, and it's a lovely way to see what's going on and keep in touch a little. Thanks for asking.
Now you can give us that song.
Okay. Well, I'm a talker. You can tell that already. So I actually want to tell a little story first about the song. I had the privilege of doing an artist in residency recently, and I gave myself 5 goals for 5 songs, and I had 5 days. That was maybe a little ambitious, but I actually met them all. And this song came out of that. I think actually it failed in terms of meeting the goal for that particular challenge, but I still really like the song, and I just wrote it a little while ago, so I'm not sure I'm going to remember all the chords, but I really wanted to play it for you today. There's something just kept coming up in my mind when I thought about coming here, so I'm going to give it a go. It's meant to be a sing-along, so I'm going to sing the chorus a lot, and if you want to sing along, just because I can't hear you, doesn't bother me at all, so please feel free to sing. This is called Shine.
It is not too late. We are alive.
out of an artist in residency retreat. It's funny what comes out of those. I'll tell another story if I have time.
Sure.
Okay, so I play piano, and I used to play violin and a few other things, but I have never played guitar, really. And I've decided that I'm going to start. So I started strumming, and I have a few chords that I can play separately. And I managed to switch back and forth between 2 chords pretty consistently, just 2. That was it, that's all I had. So one of my challenges was to write a song on the guitar for those 2 chords. And I did! 2 chords, 2.5. I found one accidentally by consistently playing the wrong thing. And then I was like, well, that sounds pretty good, actually. So 2.5, I think it probably actually is a 3rd chord, but it was a mistake, so it still counts. So you never know what's going to come out if you seclude yourself in the woods and let your mind wander. It's a good experience. I recommend it. Anyway, that's that story. I should stop talking, shouldn't I? I don't know how much time we have. Loads and loads, I hope.
About 10 minutes.
10 minutes? That's wonderful! We could practically get up and create a whole dance routine and then do it. Has that ever happened?
We've had some dancers on.
But have you ever danced?
Yes, I have.
Really? Wow.
I dance in the opening montage.
That's true, you did dance in the opening montage. I did see that. It was charming. I enjoyed that very much. Anyway, ask me something. Ask me anything. Anything at all. Blue, yellow, 197.
How did you get started in music?
Oh, golly gosh, you picked a big one there. Well, I said anything. How did I get started in music? I started singing when I was knee-high to a grasshopper with my family, which was the kind of family that sang in the car on the trips, probably to keep the kids quiet. And then I started studying music after school when I was about 4, and I think that was, again, a way to keep the kids busy longer. But it was very fun. It was very playful study. And I kind of never stopped. I started in I did a lot of other things before I ended up here. But actually that's not true. I lied. I told you. I stopped for a year or so, a couple years, maybe more than a couple years. And I was very sad not to be playing music, so it drew me back in, as it is wont to do. And here I am. How did you start?
I had a camp counselor in 1959 when I was 9 years old who played the Battle of New Orleans on the ukulele and sang it.
That is fantastic.
And I went home and I said to my parents, can I get a ukulele and can my counselor give me lessons?
And they said okay?
They said okay.
They probably said, thank goodness he didn't ask for a drum set. Right?
My
a tuba.
My son asked for a drum set and he got it in the 4th grade.
Oh, you are a very kind, very loving father in that case, because...
And he's now a professional drummer.
Oh, well, so it worked out then.
Yep.
Yeah, and you only have a little bit of hearing loss as a result, right? Drummers. I love drummers. Thank you for all your drumming, drummers. Please do not send me hate mail. But it is loud. Come on. It's not the same as a flute or a ukulele. And you need a lot of space for it, too, right?
Yep.
So, are all your kids musical? Do you have more than one?
Yes, I have a daughter who's musical, too. She plays the fiddle and the mandolin.
Fiddle. You have a family band. Fiddle, mandolin, drums. I bet you play a bunch of stuff. Harmonica. I saw banjo.
Yep.
So actually, you probably by yourself could be a family band. With little, like the old one-man bands from vaudeville and beyond. That actually would be a fun thing to be able to do. And I've been thinking about adding some things myself. I have 1 foot left, so stick around. You may see what happens with the left foot.
You could put a harmonica rack on. You were talking about.
I could add a harmonica. I could add percussion. I could add bells, but then that would maybe only be appropriate for Christmas, for the constant jingling. I don't know. I'm sure that there are people out there. Oh, I saw one guy that had horns on each shoulder. He would just. I'm not sure that really goes with my music, though. So maybe not that. I have actually been working on a stomp box because I love that sound when you're on a wooden stage, the stomp sound, and you don't get it on concrete or rugs or that sort of thing. So I'm getting one made, and I'm going to experiment then with how I can add it in. So that's going to be fun. I look forward to that. I might have to make several until I have gotten the pressure down for stomping correctly, but it's nice to add textures. I mean, I think what's one of the great joys of music is that there's always something else to learn or explore, even if it's not another instrument. It can be, I think it was Stravinsky, who said there are many songs still to be written in the key of C. And it's true, we have what seems like such a finite language, and yet all sorts of beautiful things come from it. Musical language, and so, I don't know, just when you get tired or think that you've hit a wall, it turns out that it's a corner, and then you go into this giant soundstage-sized room, and you're completely reinvigorated and in a completely new space. It's one of the many things I love about music. Anyway, oh my gosh, I'm waxing rhapsodical. I suppose I should have predicted that would happen at some point. You get me talking about music, I really like it, so I go off. Anyway, did you have something else you wanted to ask me? Or did you just want me to la la la, as I want to do?
Would you play another song for us?
Would I play another song? Sure, I will. So I do not have a ton of love songs, and I have maybe fewer happy songs. I keep my happiness for myself, and then I put my searching into my songs, a lot of them. But I do have one song that is both happy and a love song, so I thought I would share that with you. And it's the title to the album that is most recent, and it's called Real Deal. And now it's official, and your finger sports a little band suspiciously like mine. I think it makes your eyes shine brighter, just a little. And now we're together, so it's easier for us to show it wasn't just for now. Nobody took a vow for practice. It's the real deal. And now we're united, all the papers filed at City Hall commit us to a link. It's harder than you think to sever if we change our minds. Your mother smiles and cries, my brother rolls his eyes. Everyone says this is such a momentous occasion. But you know, and I know, it felt like this long ago. Ba-da-da-ba, ba-ba-ba-da-da, ba-ba-ba-ba-da. And now all our friends have come to wish us well, to share in some libations and some laughs, to take some photographs for later, for remembering. And now we can celebrate, relax a bit, sit down, relate some stories from before. What you said and wore the first time that I knew. But now comes the hardest part, apparently, the heart-to-heart discussions in the nights, some compromises, fights, and lonely days. It's a lot of work. Your friend says don't get mad, but some days will be bad. It's not always easy here just at the very beginning. But you know, and I know, we started it long ago. Oh, you know, and I know, it felt like this long ago. Oh, you know, and I know, it felt like love long ago. Ba-da-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba-da-da. Thank you very much. Real deal.
I like that one.
Oh, good. Thanks.
We just have time to say thank you for being on Horses Sing None of It, and let's take it out with that little jam session.
Fantastic. Here we go. Play along with me. Thank you for having me. tell what's in you walking, just how much you love to dance. And although both my feet were left ones, well, I just had to take the chance. I said, can I take you out tonight? There's a bar not far from here. It's got a great band playing country. Let me buy